we lost a loved one. Her name was Carroll, the spouse of Reid, the mother of Cady and Ellie. And if you want to find this one, you look at Glushko, and it's just to the northwest of that, at the same latitude as Ohm, and it's a bright spot on the moon. And we would like to call it Carroll.
Wow. Not a dry eye in the control room when that happened, and even here, an emotional moment for the Artemis II crew, because what you just heard was mission specialist Jeremy Hansen radioing to mission control to propose names for two unnamed moon craters. One of the names, Carroll, the late wife of Commander Reid Wiseman, who you see on your screen. And the crew could be seen wiping tears from their eyes as Hansen spoke, his voice breaking at times. Carroll died from cancer in 2020, leaving behind her husband and two daughters. Commander Wiseman spoke to our Mark Strassman before this mission's launch about how his wife supported him on his journey as an astronaut, even as she was starting to get sick.
I wanted to move us back towards where her family was from, and she's like, no, this is where you work, this is the job you love, this is where you work, and this is where our kids are growing up, and we are going to stay right here. To me, that was marching orders. That day, that was marching orders to continue down this path.
Here's a look at those craters. The proposed name for the second one, Integrity, after the crew's spacecraft. NASA says after the mission is completed, the crater name proposals will be formally submitted to the organization that governs the naming of celestial bodies and their surface features. Let's bring in retired NASA astronaut Cady Coleman. She's flown on two space shuttle missions, one of which included a 6-month stay at the International Space Station. And that moment, so moving. You know, I think of you all astronauts as geniuses, but at the end of the day, you guys are just like us, and you have these incredible stories and paths that get you here. How did that moment resonate for you?
Well, I certainly cried as well, and it was a surprise. I didn't know about it. I think it's wonderful, and I think it's wonderful to bring attention to families. Yeah. When I was flying on the space station, I often got asked, how I felt about leaving my family behind on Earth, and at a 10-year-old and a 27-year-old, and I was like, it's hard. It's really hard, and I think it's hard for the guys that they don't get asked that question, because it's, in the end, for our space station crew, the fact that we all leave someone down on the ground that we care about, that's what brought us together, because we're all, it's the very humanity of us, and I'm glad that this crew brings it front and center.
Me too. I mean, I think probably behind every astronaut is a family who they can only do this because of that love and support that they get. What can you tell us about the relationships that they're building up there?
It's been just such a pleasure to watch this crew through training. I mean, I'm retired, right? And so I see them in glimpses. I saw them at South by Southwest. I saw them at different places. And you can just tell, I mean, they understand the responsibility and the privilege that they have to be these people. And having been there, not the moon, right, but been part of a crew, a NASA crew, I can see how they are going not just the extra mile, but the extra marathon to bring everyone else with them. And I appreciate that just because when I look back at the Earth from my stay up on the space station, it's just so clear that everyone but us is down there. And if only they knew how connected they could be, and if we could help do that, then we've really done our job.
I really do think that is one of the differences that I've noticed here, is how, I don't want to say transparent, that almost seems trite, but you almost feel like you're going on this with them, just from the little details. I mean, every almost thought that they have is being broadcast down to us, which probably for them is a blessing and a curse.
Well, and I think that relationship actually brings itself into the technical as well. What they're doing is hard. I think this is a grueling day, even though they're so happy with this work, and you can tell the ground is thrilled and learning things they never even thought they would with these observations, and it's clear the crew is really well trained. But to the technical tasks, it's hard, and often the ground is saying, hey, we'd like you to do this, and I can hear that little bitty silence like, okay, not what we planned, but if that's what you need, that's what we will do. And it's that relationship that they have together that helps them accomplish the technical part of this mission as well.
See, you have the expertise to sort of read between what's not being said to pick up on that. I have to be quick with you. Do you wish that you were up there?
Absolutely.
Cady Coleman, we will talk to you again. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.